I'm always surprised to see that the Arctic seabed is full of life. For most of the year, this ecosystem is covered by sea ice. But when the sea ice breaks up, sunlight enters the ocean, fueling photosynthesis at the base of the food chain. We know that the ecosystem is changing fundamentally, but we don't know what this will mean for life in the oceans. So we know that the amount of sea ice covering the Arctic Ocean is in rapid decline. As a result, vast areas of the ice-covered ocean are being replaced by ice-free waters. And in turn, darker areas of land and sea absorb more heat, which further exacerbate ice melt. As an oceanographer, I want to understand where photosynthesis takes place on the Arctic seafloor. I want to know what organisms occur and where. And I also want to know the rates of photosynthesis that occur on the seafloor. To do this, I place equipment directly on the seafloor to measure photosynthesis rates directly without altering the organisms or the environment in any way. And this is important in order to get the best possible measurements. The sample we have under the microscope is just of some sand grains. And when you look closely under the microscope, you can see that it is full of life. You can see all sorts of critters associated to the sand grains. You can see these benthic microalgae. And associated with this, you can also see all sorts of other small animals that feed on the microalgae. And this is really the start of the Arctic food chain. So the outcomes from this work are still highly uncertain. On the one hand, we have less ice, which allows more sunlight to enter the ocean, fueling photosynthesis. But on the other hand, we're also seeing increased runoff from rivers, which bring more cloudy waters into the coastal zone and make coastal waters darker. And that could counteract, at least to some extent, the increased sunlight availability from less ice. In the next years, I will increase my research in the Arctic to try to understand the importance of photosynthesis occurring on the seafloor, in particular in relation to ongoing environmental change.